captures your entire burnout facial expression. Is that really weird? Not really.
These days, small cars can make a lot of sense. And here's one that makes more sense than most. New Holden Gemini, the little car full of big ideas. Gemini has been developed for Australia by Isuzu Motors of Japan and General Motors Holdens.
Hello, this is my TX Gemini.
Your sunglasses look dumb.
Yeah, so this is my little project, also known as the bucket. It's a good little thing. I literally got it out of a hay barn about 10 years ago. It was just a rolling shell, had wheels, steering wheel, a couple of seats, a diff, and sat at the back of my parents for 7 or 8 years, and I built it out of Gemini parts. It's pretty basic. It runs Isuzu G161, which is a 1600 single cam. Did have a Nicky carburetor on it, but we discovered that Nicky carburetors are junk, so we threw that in the bin. Wrecked a few other Geminis in my time, and we've just used the parts from all the good stuff out of those into this. Even though it looks rough, it's actually pretty mechanically sweet. Got decently straight bars. Matt gave me these cool wheels for it. Do you want to stop it there? We can like cruise around I'll open up the engine bay and whatever else.
Yeah, of course. Get ready for the beast.
There we have it. Powerhouse. So like I said, it's a 1.6 litre single cam Isuzu motor. I've gotten rid of the Nicky carby and put a 3236 Weber on it. Also features some extractors, this mystery drizzy, a wiring bird's nest. This thing features a Isuzu truck master cylinder. This is a 75 TX, so it has a remote reservoir from factory. The standard ones don't have this. They've got like a 2-pot system. It's a 1-inch master cylinder. I honestly can't remember what the factory one is.
I'll show you something else that's 1 inch.
So I've got relatively decent front brakes on it, but in future we will be upgrading that, and you'll probably see. We haven't decided what we're going to upgrade them to yet, but we want to do something that's practical and not weigh 5 tons. On the back, if you can see through here, I've actually got VL Commodore discs and calipers in there, which is a pretty easy upgrade for late model Gemini diffs. This specific Gemini came with a completely rubbish diff. I'm not going to say which one it is because I'll get it wrong and Gemini enthusiasts will lose their shit over it. Inside, where I tend to steer this thing and put it into stupid situations, you can see I've got a neat, very proud of my Momo steering wheel. This is a SL, which is like the top of the line one back in 75.
The SL stands for super luxury.
At the moment it's not really top of the line. It is made out of bits. Autometer gauges I got given by a good mate of mine. The TX has traditionally had a 4-speed in them with the reverse on the wrong spot. And if you have a look at the shifter is in the right spot now because I've got a late model gearbox in it, but the reverse on a TX one is actually over to the left. For whatever reason I put a DVD player in it because I had one lying around and hectic beats, bro. Got the Sparko Sprint 5s on some cool mounts that I got. They're pretty comfy, surprisingly enough, and I'm not sort of a small bloke. It's a baby! That is unnecessary. Other than that, it's pretty well factory, which we're probably going to change. We want to put
Factory ZZ, yeah.
Factory ZZ. It's the only one in Australia. Very rare. So rare that we just made the sticker for it. A few other little knickknacks on it. It's got a bit of new old stock junk in it that I've had around the traps. That's about it, really. So I should mention, I should probably tighten that up. This isn't just a Gemini with nice wheels and parts.
Nice wheels? They cost me $1,000, they're Chinese.
Well, no one needs to know that they're imitation BBSs. This is also Jack. He will probably feature in a few films because he likes to supervise, don't you? Yes. Sit down. You can talk with us about the suspension. Drop. There you go. See. So this thing's actually got from factory. These don't have radial tuned suspension, so it's pre ADR, whatever the number is. But doesn't have a rear sway bar in it, but I've got a pretty decent pan hard bar in it. I've got decent bushes through everything, adjustable ball joints in these ones. That was pretty cool. We got them out of a guy in Britain.
Out of a guy in Britain.
What are you
doing? Where is he hoarding them?
He's got Chevette stuff, so apparently they're the same. If that's wrong, Gemini people, cry rivers, whatever. They're in there and they're good. I've also got a relatively hefty sized white line sway bar in there. The amount of difference that made was ridiculous. This thing handled as much as a 75 TX Gemini would, which is not very well. Putting the sway bar in this, it just changed the whole dynamic of the car. You can go into corners and go, oh no, not oh no, oh, it's actually good, and power through and off you take off. Before it was actually a little bit frightening to cruise along, and it felt like you were just going for a sail rather than a drive. But yeah, maybe we'll take it for a drive and you can hear 1.6 litres of fury.
You keep on coming back to McDonald's store again for one more Big Mac at McDonald's.
The only downside to this little car is because I wouldn't say it's agricultural, but basically driving a tin can is...
You are driving a 70s economy car.
Well, this is true. You kind of, even though we spend a bit of time getting all the suspension pretty right, you feel a lot of the bumps. Matt and I are feeling every bump.
Why don't you door card?
Every rut. I don't know. When I got the car, it had a pair of door cards. Had everything stashed away in a neat box. But for whatever reason, no door card. So if anyone's got a Coupe door card they don't want, it'd be really useful if I had another one. I had big plans of having this the show car and, fancy wheels, flamboyant paint. I end up doing that. I've got a sedan as well. I end up doing that to that. So this would have been like back in the 70s, driving along this old highway. Just not so noisy and probably a bit more comfortable.
Yeah, but you'd also be a young woman because you just bought a Gemini Coupe. My name's Jono and I won't do a skid because I'm soft.
It's not on my mate's driveway.
More music, color radio for IP.
Jonathan, what's this rubbish in your trailer?
Oh. I mean, the worst motor ever conceived.
Well, it's Gemini motor, so yeah.
This whole thing, this will be for our next video. Wait and see.
No one's gonna wait or see.
No one gives a shit.